In 3 decades of trading, I've seen thousands of people chase the same dream, turning a few $100s into a million. But here's the truth. 999 out of 1,000 will fail. Not because they lack skill, but because they lack mindset. Trading isn't about speed, luck, or magic strategies. It's about patience, discipline, and survival. The $200 account is not a limitation. It's a test of your control, your emotions, and your ability to think in decades, not days. Most blow up. A few endure. And those few, they build empires slowly. When most traders start with small capital, $200, $500, maybe $1,000, they see it as pocket money, something they can afford to lose. That's their first mistake. Professionals view that same amount as seed capital, not a lottery ticket. They know that every seed, no matter how small, can grow into something powerful when planted with patience and protected with care. In my early years, I blew up my first few accounts. Each time I blamed the market, the broker, or bad luck. It took years before I realized the truth. My capital wasn't too small. My mindset was. I treated money like fuel for excitement instead of fuel for learning. I wanted results in days, not growth in years. And that impatience destroyed me. The traders who make it treat small capital with the same respect as a $1 million fund. They follow a system. They understand that trading is a long-term craft, not a get-rich scheme. They don't focus on how much they can make in a week. They focus on how much they can learn in a year. Small capital doesn't define the size of your profit. It defines the size of your discipline. If you can't protect $200, you'll never protect $200,000. The habits you build when your account is small become the foundation of your trading empire later. Every successful trader I've met has one thing in common: belief. Not in luck, but in their process. They believe in data over dopamine, consistency over chaos. When they lose, they don't panic. When they win, they don't become arrogant. They stay grounded, knowing that growth is measured in decades, not days. So when you look at your small account and think it's not enough, remember this: your account isn't testing your wallet, it's testing your mind. The $200 is just the price of admission to the real game. Learning patience, self-control, and the art of delayed gratification. Those who understand this don't need a miracle. They just need time.
Trading is not about how much you make when you're right. It's about how little you lose when you're wrong. Every professional trader understands this simple truth: survival is profit. I've watched countless traders double their accounts in a week and lose it all the next. Why? Because they focused on the outcome, not the process. They treated risk management as an afterthought. The pros do the opposite. Their number one priority is protection, not profit. They manage their exposure like a general manages soldiers. You don't send your entire army into every battle. You send small units, calculated, protected, ready to retreat when necessary. Discipline is the invisible backbone of every profitable trader. It's not about predicting the market. It's about following your plan no matter how you feel. Whether you're tired, excited, or frustrated, the rules don't change. You risk a fixed percentage. You accept losses as part of the math. You stick to your stop loss without hesitation. Let me tell you something from experience. The market doesn't destroy people. People destroy themselves. They over-leverage. They move stop losses out of fear. They trade out of boredom. They forget that the goal of trading is to stay in the game, not to win every round. When I learned to risk only 1 to 2% of my account per trade, everything changed. I stopped caring about single trades and started focusing on series of trades. My emotions stabilized, my drawdowns shrank, and my results grew exponentially. Protecting capital is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of intelligence. The market rewards patience and punishes arrogance. You can be wrong 10 times in a row and still survive, but be reckless once and you might never recover. Discipline is doing the right thing even when it feels uncomfortable. It's sitting on your hands when the setup isn't perfect. It's cutting losses instantly instead of hoping it turns around. The few who master this mental toughness earn the right to compound. The rest become statistics. Patience is the most underrated skill in trading. Everyone wants action. Everyone wants the adrenaline of being in the market. But the truth is, the best traders spend most of their time waiting. Patience is not passive, it's active waiting, a deliberate choice to do nothing until conditions align perfectly. I remember one trader who only took 4 trades a month. He would wait 23 days, watching charts, ignoring hundreds of almost setups. On the 24th day, his perfect signal appeared. He entered with precision and made more in one trade than most make in a month. That's ruthless patience. The market constantly whispers to you, enter now before it's too late. Your brain confuses movement with opportunity, but not every movement is money. Patience is the ability to watch price dance around your entry level and still refuse to act until the moment is right. Emotional control goes hand in hand with patience. Most traders lose not because of bad analysis, but because of emotional overreaction. Fear of missing out, greed after winning, frustration after losing, these emotions hijack logic. You start chasing trades or avoiding them entirely. Either way, emotion becomes your strategy, and emotion always loses. To master emotional control, you must detach your identity from outcomes. A losing trade doesn't make you a failure. A winning trade doesn't make you a genius. Each trade is just one event in a long sequence of probabilities. Once you internalize that truth, the fear disappears. You stop judging yourself and start managing your edge. Patience and emotional balance are what separate traders who last months from those who last decades. The market rewards those who can sit still while everyone else panics.
Risk is not your enemy, ego is. Most traders think managing risk means avoiding loss. Wrong. It means controlling loss so you can stay alive long enough to win big. Take a $200 account. If you risk 5% per trade, you can lose 10 trades in a row and still be in the game. But if you risk 50% per trade, 2 bad trades end your career. The math is brutal, but it's fair. Every professional understands this. Trading is not about being right, it's about surviving long enough for your edge to pay off. The key to that survival is adaptability. Markets change. Volatility rises and falls. Strategies that worked last year might fail tomorrow. Adaptability is not about changing your system every week. It's about adjusting your expectations, position sizing, and mindset to match the environment. When the market is choppy, reduce size. When volatility expands, tighten stops. When opportunities vanish, step aside. The traders who fail are the ones who fight the market instead of flowing with it. They demand certainty from an uncertain world. But the top 1% know uncertainty is not chaos, it's opportunity. In 2008, during the financial crisis, the adaptable traders didn't predict the crash, they prepared for it. They had small risk, flexible plans, and the humility to change direction instantly. While others went broke trying to be right, they stayed rich by staying nimble. Adaptability also applies to psychology. Your mindset must evolve as your capital grows. The strategy that fits a $200 account might not suit a $20,000 one. Learn, refine, and reinvent yourself continuously. Trading is not a sprint, it's an endurance test. Out of 1,000 who start, only one will make it to the end. That one isn't necessarily the smartest or the fastest, it's the one who refuses to quit. Turning $200 into $1 million isn't about luck, it's about mindset. Protect your capital like your life depends on it. Be patient when others rush. Adapt when others resist. Keep learning when others give up. Because the market doesn't reward brilliance, it rewards endurance. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to Daily Trade Profit. Here, we don't chase the market, we master the mind behind it. Each video is a lesson in patience, discipline, and the psychology of compounding success. Stay calm, stay consistent, and remember, your mindset is your real capital.